Hello everyone, Julio Rodriguez here, and this is a review of the LEGO Ninjago Battle for Ninjago City set. I'm holding the camera because this set is really huge. Like, it really is. It costs 120 bucks, and thanks to Santa Claus for getting this for me. So here we have the temple, our minifigures, the gate entrance, and the tree. So, let's get on with this review. So here are the ninja themselves. Here's Lloyd. And the basic articulation is that he can fold his arms forward and back. He can't fold in 360 due to his armor. He has two swords in the back. You can see his dragon symbol. If I just pop it off. Sorry about that. You can see his dragon symbol right there. Oops. I'm just gonna pick up his face. You can see his determined expression, his serious expression, right there on his face. And you can put the swords back into place. Sorry about those two falling. Stay still, ninja. Here's Jay with his Techno Blade painted in clear yellow because apparently lightning's yellow. I would prefer if this was blue, but it's not blue because Zane's being blue. You have his lightning symbol in the back, his hairpiece, his ninja hood, and the same expression on his face ever since 2011. And one thing that I do want to know. Ninjago, I think Ninjago was trying to do an animal thing back when it began. Because if you look at all the symbols, they kind of look like animals. Like Jay's lightning symbol looks like an octopus in a way, except with 3 tentacles. And yeah, I don't want to talk more about octopuses. So let's go with Nia, because I'm gonna save Zane for the end because he's the special one on this set. Here's Nia with her design here. If you take off her swords, oops, the torch fell. You can see the same expression on her face ever since 2011. And she has her phoenix symbol. If you take off her swords and her armor. There it is. And then here's Zane. And he's a special in this set because, spoiler if you haven't watched episode 34, he dies in episode 34. Except in the new season, they say that he's alive, which is true. And he's a titanium ninja. I don't know if that's supposed to be a homage to the Titanium Ranger of Power Rangers Light Speed Rescue, but we're just kind of wait and see. Here's the light blue Techno Blade. If you pull off his swords in the back, oops, have his hairpiece, you can see his ice symbol. And one thing, if you notice here, unlike Lloyd, he doesn't have his dragon symbol here in the little circle. Instead, he has a kanji, which I don't know what translates into, but it looks like the top of a pitchfork. So there it is. Let me find the other blade. But before I move on, the reason I say he's special in this set is because he actually has a glider. And his face expression, the same one since 2011. he has a glider, which can fly through the air. If you press here on the back, you have some flicking missiles, which are useful to the glider if he's flying around the Overlord trying to shoot him down. So yep, those are the ninja. Now let's move on to the villains. Before we get onto the villains, I just want to point out something really quick. If you have a Lloyd in a techno robe, Cole in his dragon suit, Jay in his ZX suit, and Kai in his normal suit, you could practically make the Ninjago poster for the new season, which has the 4 ninja in different suits. So you could get a replica of the new season. So anyways, let's get on to the villains. So here are the Ninjroids, and basically they have no shoulder pads. They're kind of like, they're ninja robots, just like Zane, they're Ninjroids. You should obviously know what that is. If not, look it up. So, here's a full articulation of a minifigure without shoulder pads or anything blocking it. This is a Ninjroid without a hood. As you can see, the face here. So. There it is. He's carrying a sai, I think is what you call it. Yeah, a sai. Another Ninjroid carrying a staff. Which, warning, you have to put it like this, because if you put it like this, actually no, I know there's one position that falls off. If you put it like this, it'll fall down. And an Ninjroid who normally gets a katana weapon. But I just put whatever weapons I want on it, because as you can see here, this is all the leftover pieces. And the strings are supposed to be used for zip lines, but I had too much trouble putting them on. So yep, and you can see I made a double bladed saber, kind of like a Darth Maul style, right there. And now, the huge villain, the Overlord. So yep, this is his carrier, and his minifigures right here. Just fold out of the side. And he has 2 leg variations. You could put his kind of skirt thing, which blends into this. You can see it right now. Dang, his leg fell off. No, not his leg. Just a chest piece. So you can see it right there. Let me turn off the computer screen so people can see better, because it worked in my last review. Or you could put standard legs. But yet, the Overlord in his carrier, it looks awesome. Like, it looks like just how he looks like in the show. With his giant carrier kicking the ninjas' butts. And then Zane going, "Brothers, support me for one last time," when he faces the Overlord. So now let's get on to the set itself. So this is the set itself, and the reason I didn't show off much of the spider thing, I forgot what you call this, but it's like a walker. I didn't show off much of its articulation because I count it as part of the set, not part of the Overlord minifigure. So you can fold these. This is falling off. Fold these. You can bend the legs. You can see I have the legs here for storage. You can fold these claws. You can fold the flag. No, the missile thing. Flag you can't fold, but I said the flag by accident because it's connected to the flag. And then what you could do is that if you pull down here, you can shoot it. Yep. And the extra parts that you get another missile in case you lose one. So, good job, Lego. Let's get to the temple entrance and the tree. So this is the temple entrance, and this piece actually didn't come with my set. It was actually a missing piece, so I actually had to go inside my huge Lego box and dig this up. So yep, here it is. Doesn't really do much aside from just stand there. So basically, that doesn't have too much spotlight right now. But the tree does do stuff actually. It can actually bend the leaves. It has green and red leaves, which it actually fits the occasion I got this on, considering Santa bought this for me. Thank you, Santa. I hope you're hearing from the North Pole. And basically, the tree is supposed to serve as the zip line. That you connect the zip line here, I think it was, and then to the tree. But I'm not going to do that now because the zip line is too much trouble for me to tie it up. So now, let's get to the temple itself. So here is the temple. You have opening and closing doors. These can move, but in my last take, it popped off. So I'm not gonna bother it. Maybe a little. Yep, that's what happens. It pops off. Let me try to find a way to put it back on. Forget it. So yep, this has 4 torches, except one over here popped off. You have spinning wheels, which serve no purpose, but are still cool. You have spinning walls, and here's the prisoner's room inside, when I show you later. And you have weapons, a katana and 2 knives. And the other side, you have a bow, a sai with a handle, and a katana. Here, it will pop off, so I'm gonna try my best to hold it in. So yep, the dragon head up there can move. This cannon here can fire. That kinda hit my neck. So here's the missile. And some dragon decorations that it looks like 2 dragons are merged into one. Just like Cat Dog, if any of you remember that show. Here you can open up and review the bedroom, but I don't know who would want their bedroom on the roof. Who would want their bedroom with an opening on the roof? Unless Ninjago is bed intruders or something. You won't get the reference. You have some flags. Some dragon flags on both sides. Yeah, at the top of the temple, with movable, what should I call them? Swords up there? You have the gate entrance. And basically you have everything else up there. Don't know what else to show. Oh yeah! And I'll show this again when you take a look inside the temple. But back here, if you grab a disc and then you, well, especially the dragon head popped off for now, considering the dragon head will block the view. 5th. Now if you spin this tire, sorry, that was a fail. If you spin the tire right here, it will launch. Where is it? Oh, here. And then up there, there's a switch in the back, and then if you launch this, it'll launch out these pieces that are supposed to represent rocks. I didn't launch it that tough because I don't want these pieces to be lost. So that's why. So now, to open the gates and take a look inside the temple. So here is the inside of the temple. You have a prison room right here, which you can unlock with a chain. Can't really see much because it's dark in there. It's a trap. Yep. Ah! Sorry about this inconvenience. I'll just lock the chain later. You have this, which I'm gonna flip a second. If you press down on the lever, which I just showed you, those will pop up. So if you grab any minifigure, just like Jay for example, and pull the lever, it'll pop off. So it reminds me of the Spinjitzu Dojo set of Ninjago, that it had the whole like popping up thing, except it would dismantle the whole floor. Here's like a little office with computers and stuff. Although I don't know why a temple that they used for 5 seconds in the show would have any computers. Ancient ninjas must have been fans of computers. So there, you can see an empty box with a kanji written on it, which I don't know what it means. If you could send me the translation, please do so. I would be very thankful for that. Here you have the rocks for release launchers that you press the lever in the back and they launch. And I already showed you this gimmick. And this, you push it back and it fires. You have a box, which is with a hammer and a sword there. And you have a box with a scythe and a walkie-talkie, which I don't know why temples would have walkie-talkies. You have a treasure chest down here. So let me put down the camera a second. I don't know what's wrong. It does open really fine. Oh. There it is. So you have golden coins in there. Let me try to close it up. Put this here. You have 2 hot dogs in there, which I don't know why ancient temples would have hot dogs again. So many things out of place. A bedroom with the bed intruder roof. So in case like any ninjas want to sneak in and take a nap, and then they wake up and they find out that they're getting their butts kicked by the ninja. That's what I meant by the bed intruder joke. So then you have the bed right here. So let me grab Lloyd, for example. I could just sleep right there. Nighty night, Lloyd. And you have a mini bar right here, which again, I don't know why ancient ninjas have mini bars in their temples. You have a barbecue right here, put the hot dogs in. But let me put the light more focused here. My light source for my videos is always a desk lamp, so that's why it doesn't shine really that good. You have 2 drinks, a clear white drink and a clear green drink. You have a seat here and a table. The blades over here that can move. The doors that can open. Over here you have a sword, a katana, and a torch. And right here is supposed to be kind of like the treasury. A bit. Can't really see that much. And the prison room, it's too dark to see in there. But you have the door, turning wall. So yeah, you can trap your ninjoids in there. You have these roof pieces that fold up. You have the roof that folds up. You have the side of the roof that can fold up and down. These blades really serve no purpose, but they look awesome. Dang. And these are actually repainted Hero Factory blades. This is a repainted Hero Factory blade from Rocka from Brain Attack. Because in Brain Attack of Hero Factory, Rocka has a blade like this, but except it's green. It's transparent green. But I'm not talking about Hero Factory. I'm talking about Ninjago here. So yep, here it is. And it's set, really? That's all I got. Sorry if my voice cracked right there. Really? This is all I got to show you from the inside. So let's get to my final results. Overall, this is a really great set. I would recommend it for any Ninjago fans. And for any parents that are trying to find something to buy their kids for the holidays. This is a really great set, even though it has the expensive price tag of 120 bucks. It's still worth it. Like, you get a bunch of minifigures, bunch of villains, and you could create ultimate showdowns in this. And this set, I have to admit, it's so awesome, I don't have the words to describe it. Like, really, it's so awesome I don't have the words to describe how awesome it is. It's really great, and I recommend it for anyone. I'm Julio Rodriguez, and I'm signing off. Thanks for watching, everyone, and Happy New Year!